Okay, so
Okay.
now we're gonna re-explore the new Windows interface, right? Which
Correct.
is cool. Okay.
And you now see my screen?
Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing, yeah, I see your screen. So we've got business and personal segregated in tabs, which is kind of nice, streamlined, right?
Nice and clean.
And then they've moved your shortcuts up to the toolbar there, and I'm guessing that's a view setting. So what I would suggest we do is look through your. I'd like to look through the settings so
Sure.
we can accommodate that. So let's look at the view. And shortcuts,
So,
yeah.
okay, so toolbar, there it is right there. Show left panel. So it's back here again.
Yeah, so if you're because you use shortcuts extensively, I'd recommend that they're here so that you can have a longer list because it was truncating them when you had it up at the top.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, and I don't want to hide them. So yeah, no, that's good. I like that.
Can you just confirm for me that the shortcuts are appearing on the personal side also now?
And they're there on the personal side
Okay,
also.
so it should still pull through to your phone as well.
Yes.
Okay, but that's interesting. It's only showing the shortcuts that are personal notes versus the ones that are business notes too.
Which is also interesting because I didn't realize that my Costco shopping list was a personal note. So that's.
Well, I think this is going to be a lot clearer for business users. It makes a lot of sense. I think this is a good improvement for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the shortcut. So let's keep looking at the view menu. The other thing is they put your business home contract source group right at the top of the list there on the business side.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It used to be at the bottom. Where's work chat? That's what I don't see.
Another good question. Well,
so that might be a view thing. So let's look at the view menu again. Let's look at shortcuts. So we've covered that one. Yeah. Okay. What is if you choose yeah, let's select that. Okay, so now if you go to view, is it going to say business?
Yes. Okay, so you can just.
That's a toggle.
So it's a toggle. So I can Alt-2 looks like. Let me just see. Alt-2 takes me back to business.
And then it's Alt-1 is going to take you back to personal.
And you're right. Alt-1 takes you back to business.
Okay. So that's good. The other thing is, yes, work chat has been. You have to turn that back on.
Okay. And where did that go, though?
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. Click personal again.
Not there.
So to access work chat, you have to go to the view menu? That doesn't seem efficient.
And they don't have any shortcut for it.
Yeah, let me send you a work chat and so don't select work chat, and I'm going to send you a work chat so we can see where.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Okay, so I'll sync.
So it's already showing up on my iPad here.
Okay, try syncing the desktop, and even though we're getting that error message, let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
So there it is, up at the top. Okay.
So if you get the work chat, then hello. But now, if I'm done with it,
click on a notebook and just get out of the interface.
I wonder if, see, now it looks like it might stay there. I wonder if you just needed to do it once.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Okay. You know, I'm sync.
I really wish that would go away. We'll troubleshoot that in a little bit because I'm not that. I think again you're going to need to talk to support about. I don't know what note is stuck.
I'm gonna file and exit out. Just I want to see what chat does.
Okay.
Look at that. It goes away.
So I'm surprised that there's not a key command to get to it. That's interesting. Okay, I can advise, I definitely would turn on in the view menu, search information. I think that's going to be your, yep, in the top.
Oh, okay.
That changed, they've changed the coloring of it, but in the note list in the middle.
It's here.
Uh-huh. So you can, wow, they put search there. Yeah, if you take that off. Okay, well, first of all, clearly they've moved the search from the upper right-hand corner to the top of the middle note column, which is interesting. They're really emphasizing.
But look what's going. Wait, look what's here. So this doesn't go anywhere. But if I get rid of search information,
that they had before. They had that before. I advised you to turn that on. That was the tan bar that was at the top.
Okay.
And then now you have search. And if you were to put in, like search GTD right now. So you can see here it says it's viewing 11 notes in business notebooks, which that's because you're on the business tab. You probably could change that to be all or personal is my guess. So do you want to click on that? Yeah.
No.
Wow, you can't do all. That makes.
Well, here, but look at it, matching all or, well, no.
No, I would be, does that mean you can't do a full account search? View business.
It doesn't look like it. Looks good. I got to go to, I mean, there's no inbox personal unless let me go all the way down.
Just type in. Just type in. No, I'm sorry. That's not there. Here's what I want. Click the personal tab over on the left-hand sidebar. Wow, it doesn't hold your search. So they definitely changed some search things around, but it stuns me that you can't search across both personal and business notes.
Yeah, look here, do GTD and personal book notes. And
I know, but I want you to be able to, you used to be able to just do a GTD search and it would pull notes across both personal and business.
Everywhere. Yeah.
So that's problematic in my opinion, but maybe we just don't know how to do it.
That's also possible.
Although it should be more intuitive in my take. Okay, what is the icon that is to the left of the search? Yeah, is that your view? Okay, so let's quickly look at that top list view. And then let's do the sort by sync to see if we can identify if there's a note that comes up, and click to the top, which should be command up arrow.
Well, I'm just using the little push button thing over here.
Okay, so now let's reverse it. Reverse the sort on the sync and command up arrow.
Yeah, I'm at the top.
Okay, so you're not seeing any apparent sync issues in your local account, even now that we've upgraded the client. So there's something that's stuck.
You're saying there'd be a,
like a little dot to show that there's an error, like you would see it. That is an indicator. What the column is showing is that all your notes appear to be syncing properly.
Well, I'm just going to go, hold on a minute. Let me scroll down. Well, 418 is not
like make a note, like create a new note up at the top. Create a new note from this view while you're scrolled up at the top.
Hold on a second. Look at here. This is created.
Yeah, so create a new note with it. Yeah, create a new note right now so you can see what the sync icon shows. Like right now, create a new note.
Okay, I'm just.
Which there's a button, a blue button up in the upper left-hand corner.
Okay.
Okay, close this. Okay, wow, it's really fast. Well, I don't know, maybe their sync icon's not working. See, you're not selected on the note. You need to be able to see it. It happens so fast that, okay, now edit that note right there. Click on that right there. Click once. On the bottom panel, type something to change the note. Okay, now click the note right below it. Okay, see how it's the sync column has, it had a little dot. Did you see it? It went so fast.
No, I didn't. Hang on.
Okay, edit that and then click off it, but look in the sync column.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay, so that's indicating it had, now see it's gone. So that's indicating that if it has sunk or not. So in theory, because you're getting a sync error, you should have a note that's showing that there's a problem. And I'm having you reverse sort and sort 2 ways to identify and group the notes that are having sync problems.
I'm scrolling through really fast to see if I can find something that would have that little dot in it.
No, that's why, well, sorting by sync would group it.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
and then it would either put it at the very top or the bottom. That's when you reverse sort it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it would be... Yeah,
and so that's where Stacey's troubleshooting ends, and you have to talk to Evernote.
Well, let's take a peek in personal, though.
Oh, well, there, it could be that too, which especially because that's what was causing the problem, right? But here you're not, well, see, that's not going to do it for you, though, because you've got to sort to the top. You got to make sure you're looking at the top note, and you weren't. Okay. Well, make sure your cursor's all the way up there. Yeah, select, and
yeah,
yeah, you got it. Then flip it, and then look at the top. So I don't know.
Yeah. There's something else there.
Yes, and I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
so that's going to be an activity log ticket with Evernote. Okay, and then you can go back to snippet view for working, but I use that note list view for troubleshooting.
That's interesting. I'm going to have to try and remember that. It's
really informative. It's kind of like a hidden secret about how to troubleshoot sync errors.
Yeah.
And usually it works. This is the first time I've had it not work.
Well.
So your account is special, Mike.
Well, of course. That's, leave it to me. They have something special.
Okay. All right. So continuing on, let's look at the view menu again. So now.
Hang on a second. I was.
So work chat, I don't know how you keep work chat on is what I don't, or it doesn't look like there's a shortcut for work chat, which is surprising to me. But back to the view menu. Status bar, turn that on. That's going to kick on the very, that's another thing I think is helpful. Down at the bottom, that's going to tell you your total note count. And when you do a search, it'll give you some information. It also tells you the word count, character count. So it's visual information that I think is helpful. All right, so now let's look at the preferences and see if anything has changed there. So if you go to tools, account options, I think. Okay. I agree with that. Let's go to sync. I don't know what instant sync is, but it sounds good, so let's try it. Okay. Yeah, let's try note. Interesting. Set new note focus to title. I wonder if that changes where the cursor defaults to when you create a new note. So can you try this? Before you change that, let's close this dialog and hit new note. And my guess is, yeah, it's in the body.
That's interesting. Yeah, but now let's do that. That's really a pain in the ass, if you ask me.
Well, I think they just gave you an option to fix it.
You just fix that. Look at that. You can title first.
Okay, we'll give that a lot. I like that.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, it was frustrating to me because of your getting me to put more information in my titles. I've been trying to go there first, and I start typing, and I'm in the body, and I want to be, or I title in the body of the thing. Then I have to cut and paste and put it up there. That's really a great thing, actually.
Yep. I like that one.
Okay, so
okay. Always, what is it's really tiny for me.
Always
what's that?
Always show note at toolbar.
Assign selected tags to new notes. Is that what that says?
Well, it says assign selected tags to new notes.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but I don't love tags, so I'm not going to activate that.
Automatically select child tags. That's checked.
I don't think.
What's a child?
So there's parent. You can nest tags. So my guess is it has something to do with that. I will find out more, but that's new terminology. We don't have that on the Mac, so, or haven't had that on the Mac, so I'll look. But I think you can deselect that. So my guess is when you assign a tag, if there's a nested tag associated with it, this is going to automatically assign those to the note as well.
Okay.
Which is actually fairly interesting for tag-centric deployments.
Yeah.
I'll have to look and see if I updated that on the Mac as well. Okay, always show note editing toolbar. I'm always a fan of that. I think it's important. Open note links from other applications in a new window. I do not like that, but that's a preference. Always show PDF documents in line. Again, that's just a view. If you want it expanded or small, that's a default view. You can override it at each time. Print all PDF document pages, probably.
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay. I think that's all that's going to be different. The rest of it's going to be.
Well, the only thing I was wondering if there'd be a thing in here for the work chat, but nothing. So
yeah, that's really an interesting change. I'll have to figure out what the logic is there a little bit more. Okay, I agree with all that. Clipping. Okay, so here's one thing you could check. Wow, that's interesting. So you could override that, it looks like, to a business notebook.
Boom, look at that.
And then what are the rest of them? Open, clipped notes in a new window, show clip notifications, launch annotation after screen. Okay, I like all that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm sure there's more that they have changed, but that looks like the interface stuff. That all looks about right. Let's edit. Yeah, that looks about the same. What is the shortcuts under view shortcuts? Oh,
that's what we were.
That's keyboard shortcuts. That's actual shortcuts. Okay, the note menu. Okay, so you've got presentation mode, note history. That's all good. Copy note link. Copy the notebook. What word and resource counts? So that's better on the PC than it is on the Mac. So that's good. They have a menu item for it. Okay, format. Font, paragraph, style, insert table, hyperlink. Yep, that's all about the same. Tools, we've investigated. So account info, import folders are good. Okay, good. All right.
Now I'm curious though. Let's just okay. So copy note link and all that stuff. Where it's here.
Yeah, that's all the same.
Here. Okay.
Good. Looks good.
Yeah.
Well, and then you can expand your notebooks there. Let's expand that. Okay, perfect. Look how nice and clean that is. I like it.
Isn't that nice?
Yes, looks very good. Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's missing. What about Atlas? So go over to personal and go to places. Let's see what it's called on here. Where is Atlas? Go to view menu.
It's funny. I haven't seen Atlas in a long time. Because I actually was looking for it once to see if I could.
You have it on your iPhone, and it's on iOS, but I thought it was on PC and Windows also. I don't know where it is. Did you have it on a Windows machine at your office?
Well, you know, it's funny you asked the question because I don't remember. And then where is it on the iPhone? Because I don't even see it on the iPhone anymore.
It's called Places on the iPhone.
But under where?
You might not have it visible. It's a setting to turn on the sections.
Home screen. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do not have it on here.
Yeah, but it's there. If you go to options, and then it's on your iPad Pro also.
And I believe if it's on here, it's on there. I would agree.
Do you want me to walk you through where to add that?
I'm sorry.
Do you want me to walk you through? It's in the gear icon, and it's in customize home screen.
I'm already there. Yeah, no, interesting in that it's not on the Windows version at all. I can tell you that because it drove me crazy one time looking for it. I was trying to find a note, and I figured, well, I'll go look in the places where it is. And I was looking at, and now that I realize it, I was looking on a Windows machine, and never thought to go look on my, my iOS machines. But I don't think they have it on here at all.
Okay. Yeah, I thought they had it on the PC. Let me look at their blog post that they did today just to see if there's anything else that we should check on really quickly. So the sidebar navigation makes sense. They covered that. Select notebooks to pull up all your notes in the note list, but that segregates them by business or personal. Drag or drop a notebook into or out of a stack to move it to a different location. So that's the same. And then trash now sits as its own section. Okay, that makes sense. Slender sidebar option. Oh, interesting. In this update, we're introducing the option to collapse the left sidebar into a thin navigation strip. To activate this feature, select View Left Panel. So that's like the web interface. So that gives you a little green real estate for the right. In the deployment that you and I have, this is not desirable because we get a lot of information out of that navigation and the notebook type on the left. Okay.
That would drive me crazy.
Okay.
If it pops back and forth, that'd be, if it was a tab to bring it back and forth, pin or unpin, that'd be okay. But
Can you drag and drop it? Does it give you that feature, that line? Can you move it left? Nope.
Not there. And
well, you could use the key command. You could just use the F10.
Say what?
I think it said it's F10. Yeah.
Oh, well,
that's a toggle. So that might be a key command you want to add to your repertoire.
Yeah.
And then try this also, quick navigation by hovering. We've added a new feature to let you quickly jump to a specific notebook. So this should be pretty cool. When you hover over the notebook section, you'll see the option to either search for an existing notebook or to create a new one. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, hover over notebooks. Look to the right, plus or search. Look at that. That's new. That's neat.
Okay, yeah, that is cool.
So you can search notebooks there. So they've really changed the search, and then that's how you can add a new notebook. So that's interesting. Okay, that's new.
No, but that's interesting, but it doesn't let you pick. Oh, I'm in personal, so it would be a personal notebook. Okay, that makes sense. So if I want to add a notebook here, it says new business notebook up here. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, smarter search and discovery. We've made our search more powerful. So no matter how many notes you have in Evernote or how complex your tagging structure is, it's easy to find what you're looking for. Okay, so the search bar sits in a more new natural place on top of the note list, which I agree, because when you're searching typically the note content.
Right, not the notes over here.
Now when you perform a search, Evernote will suggest narrowing down a specific notebook and introducing parameters, so like it does on the Mac, so that's very nice. So if you started to type in like...
I typed Harmon.
Yeah, it should. The problem is you don't have a notebook called Harmon, so I'm trying to think, like do one of your lines, like sit on it or something. Okay, so see, found notes with sit in several notebooks. So if you clicked that link several, keep your cursor down 2 more lines. There. To the right, several. Click on several. So it's saying it found it in there. So then, well, yeah. I mean, there's.
Well, the problem is, okay, well here's my first problem. Okay, so now we're down to 517 in several notebooks, but there's sit on it there.
Yeah, so it's not quite like the Mac, but this is an improvement over where it was. It looks like if it wasn't as many notebooks, like sit on it's a really frequent term in your deployment. Try, what would be another one?
Let's do 6-inch. 50 notes.
It's too many notebooks because it looks like if it's like 3 notebooks or less, they'll display the notebook names in there. So try, yeah, you can try Harmon. Maybe, I mean, I don't know that my name is going to appear in a lot of your notebooks.
Stacey, let's try Stacey. 89 notes with Stacey.
Try quote Stacey Harmon, like phrase search. And then end quote? Yeah. Well, force it.
46.
So how many notebooks does that come up? Yeah, see, it's still too many. Okay. I don't know. In theory, that's what the blog post is showing, but at least it's more information than you used to have. Okay. So that's good. Yeah. And then interesting, it is also telling you ones that meet that phrase search in the trash as well, which usually, like the Mac doesn't currently search the trash unless you're in the trash, I think. So that's interesting.
Interesting that Evernote trash, and it picks up this picture of plumbing stuff I did. Where would it find the word Evernote in here? I mean, that's just weird. If you look at this,
the metadata of it, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, this is cool too. We don't have this on the Mac. Colorful ways to organize. Some content's more important than others, but up until now, the options to highlight those items were limited. The new Evernote for Windows lets you add color to important notebooks and tags for quicker ID across your notes.
Assign a color. I want you to look at something real quick though. Look over here.
Right? That's not, they've always had that. That's the metadata. That's where it was created. That's the geolocation information, which pulls Atlas.
My point being is that shows where I made the note.
Oh.
There's my house.
Okay. We just showed the world where you live.
Well, you'll have to blur that out.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's automatically tagging the location that you created a note. And they pull that through, like you'll be able to search by an Atlas, at least on iOS. I don't know why not on PC. I don't know. I can't imagine it hasn't always been on PC. I thought it was, but okay. Moving on to color. So let's go to like your next actions notebook. Like say that's an important notebook. Maybe the next actions here.
This right here.
Right click.
Important notebook.
Right click on the notebook. On the notebook, not the note.
Sorry. On the notebook.
Not the stack, but the notebook, yeah. And
style.
Yes. Yellow meat style. It's pick that. Yeah, there you go. That's kind of nice. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna like this one too. We've had this in the Mac, and you're gonna like it on the PC. Jumping to notes from the note editor. When you're viewing a note, you can switch to other notes within the same notebook or tag direct. Oh, well, it's a little limited. With directly from the note editor. Just click on the small triangle next to the notebook name or tag to bring up the note in the note list. That's interesting. Okay, no, I understand what that's saying. So go click on your notebooks button. Okay, so this is displaying all the notes that are in your business account. So click on one of these notes that you don't mind displaying here. Okay, so what it's saying is you can jump to that notebook, really, the inbox business in this case, right? Just click on the small triangle next to the notebook name. Yeah.
Here?
I think so. That's where it is on the Mac. Yeah. And then it should jump you to inbox. Yeah, it did. Okay. So it does that on the Mac, and it's been a really nice feature. And so now you've got that on the PC. So I'll tell you where that's really helpful. It's helpful when you do a search and it retrieves results from across multiple notebooks. And you then want to go to the notebook and see the other notes that are in that project notebook for the search result. Does that make sense?
I think so.
So here's you do a search for Stacey Harmon, and notes from me with my name appear in multiple notebooks. It's gonna pull results from notes that are in multiple notebooks, right? So if you so hit back there. Okay, so now you've got a couple notes here, and they're in different notebooks. One's in inbox business, and if you click on the second one, Well, they're both an inbox business, so this isn't a good example. But in theory, they could be from across a bunch of different notebooks. I don't know why you're only showing 2 in this case.
I don't know why either. That's kind of weird if you ask me.
Try with a quote.
Wait a minute, we're in inbox business. Let's look at.
Search. I want you to search all notes.
There we go. So now there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay. So if you start clicking through these, you'll see that they're located in different notebooks. So like that one's in Evernote, right? Yeah. So say this was what you were looking for related to Stacey Harmon, and this was filed in a project notebook. Now you could navigate to that project notebook from the right-hand panel. Yes, right there. What?
Yeah, so, okay, let's just do this then real quick.
See, that's tedious. You don't know exactly where the Evernote.
No, but I want to find something that makes me find this notebook.
You could do like sit on it, right? Or something like that. So what's a real search that you would do? You would do a search for sit on it, and it's going to find a ton of stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, now say you sorted these by date updated so that the stuff at the top is the project you were just working on, right?
Well, here's a perfect example. So sit on it. Here's Neocon 2016.
Okay, so then you go, okay, that's what I was looking for. Now I want to see the other notes related to that project, so you could navigate directly.
Yes.
Yes. And now now it's jumped you right to the Neocon notebook. So
that's
you
very
can
cool.
Easily navigate amongst the other stuff. So I find that really, really, that's a strong power user move, really.
I like that.
Yeah, you'll like that a lot. Okay, responsive formatting toolbar. The note formatting toolbar now automatically hides itself when you view a note and reappears when you create or edit a note. Oh, well, I think we overrode that in the settings. So create a new note in here or anywhere. So the new formatting toolbar now automatically hides itself when you view a note and reappears when you create or edit a note. Okay, so I guess that's just an interface thing. I like having the formatting bar there because I'm always trying to improve the appearance of my notes, but I don't know that one's massively transformative, but there you go.
Okay.
All right, so that's a tour of the new Windows. Pretty cool. What do you think?
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I like the color thing. That's kind of neat. Can you apply color to a stack? Try right-clicking on Next Actions. And nope, it's got to be a notebook only. Okay. That's interesting, though, especially for business deployments in collaborative environments, right? I wonder if it pulls through to other users. I'll have to check it out. But that's interesting. I like it. I like that. I like that you guys can now navigate to particular notebooks.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Plebeians in the Windows world.
What's that?
You plebeians in the Windows world.
Look, you've got a couple things we don't have on the Mac. And I embrace them both. I am a fan of both. You know, I'm a fan of Evernote wherever it works. So you just have to adapt to the environment and what you can do. So you guys have import folders and notebooks. We don't have that. I like that.
There you go. See?
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop the recording then so we can continue with what we were doing before we got so wonderfully distracted by this fabulous new update. And we'll.
You want to go back to Skype for that?
That'd be great. Thanks for sharing your screen.
My pleasure.
Talk to you soon.